Production in the building. I'm finna go subscribe to your ass right now.
Okay, so in 2017, I did a web series called McCarthy. A friend of mine, DeMarcus, he approached me and knew like I was a filmmaker and he wanted to be the star of something. And he came up with the idea of a show about a retired NFL football player who is now working a corporate job and pretty much kind of sitcom stylish, living his daily life. So we filmed that in 2017, the summer. After we were done, it was really funny. It's still to this day probably one of my funniest works that I've ever done. DeMarcus, he was the star of it, so he really wanted it to be out. So he was reaching out to everybody that he knew, like from his past, in his NFL career. He wanted to try to get us distribution, like somewhere. You know what I'm saying? This is 2017, before the superior rise of Tubi. What was hot at that time was Amazon. If you got your stuff on Amazon Prime, then you were hot shit. Finally, around, I want to say like September, he got in contact with somebody who was like, hey, yo, I love the show and I want to put it on Amazon Prime. Okay, holy fuck, great, right? Dope. Freaking signed the contract and everything, and he gave us the release date of Thanksgiving. 2017, Thanksgiving was supposed to be the release of the first time SVS has gotten distributed onto a major platform, and it was this whole big deal. We did all of this promotion. Thanksgiving comes and it's nowhere to be found. When I say we did so much promotion, like I'm talking about, I never promoted something so hard. I made so much content for everybody to post on their social medias, their families. Everybody is talking about McCarthy. They can't wait to see it on Thanksgiving. And it finally comes to Thanksgiving Day and it's nowhere to be found on Amazon. So immediately me and DeMarcus are panicking, and I'm blowing DeMarcus up and he's blowing the other guy up, and he's not answering the phone. He's not telling us anything. We have no idea like what's going on. Can't get in contact with nobody. People are hitting me up like, hey, where is it at? We're on Amazon. People got an Amazon subscription just to watch it on Amazon Prime. And they're like, hey, I paid this money. Where's McCarthy? Like, where's McCarthy? Where's McCarthy? Like, that's all I heard for 6 hours. Being the type of person that I am, I'm a man of my word. This was one of the first times I put my word and my career in somebody else's hands. It just didn't feel good. Like, I literally felt distraught, like the whole entire fucking time. And I'm just trying to figure out, okay, how can I rectify this? Like, how can I still try to come out on top of this? So what I did was I literally uploaded all the episodes on YouTube that day. You know what I'm saying? Promoted it and let everybody know, hey, it's not on Amazon Prime, it's on YouTube. Hey, you guys can go and check it out. I put up a post also saying, it's a story that Kevin Hart says where like one of his first shows that was on ABC filmed the season. The show was about to be announced, like he was about to go on stage, and then security stopped him and was like, hey, they're pulling the plug on the show. And like he had flew his family and like co-stars all out to LA and stuff for the announcement, and now he's there. They're like literally taking the rug from under his feet. It felt like that kind of story, obviously on a much smaller level, but it really felt like that kind of story because we finally got in contact with the dude who was supposed to get us on Amazon Prime, and he was just like, it's just taking a little longer. Like that's all he gave us. Like, I'm like, bro, you gave us this date, so why are you just now telling us on the date we're supposed to happen that it's gonna just take a little longer? So at that point, that was like the first time I really got pissed about this industry, giving other people chances like with my content and doing things. And it just really did affect me like for the future, and like just I guess my trust in people and giving, like I said, my word, putting my faith and my trust in other people and giving my word to other people, and now I'm responsible for whatever they have done because I gave my word as far as, what I'm saying, what I'm doing. Eventually, I think like in January or February, the show finally showed up on Prime, and it was just the first episode. And by that time, everybody that I had promoted to seen it on YouTube. Like, we didn't even promote it when it was on Amazon Prime because it was like, who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? At this point, people have seen it. We've lost like that kind of first impression, and nobody's gonna go back and watch on Amazon Prime, especially when it's already on fucking YouTube for free. So it was just kind of like a big disappointment in my life, like kind of the first time. And when that happened, it was like for a year, people always asked me about, man, so what was up with Amazon Prime? Because I was like one of the first like independent, I guess in my circle, like my independent filmmakers in Atlanta to get something on like a distribution platform. So it really was like such a big deal like in 2017 for Amazon Prime, for us to have this on Amazon Prime. So people really talked to me about that for like a year, trying to figure out, man, what happened? Like, what was going on? What was going on? Like, what do you want me to say about this, man? Like, it was a failure, bro. Like, it was such a bad experience. Like I can't really say anything good about it. It's just, I just chopped it up, you know what I'm saying, to the game, and you just gotta keep it freaking pushing. So I just wanted to kind of tell that story to y'all, because I was kind of, once again, the first time that I've experienced something with a major distribution platform, and then, you know, it kind of being a failure as far as like with my work and my word and promoting it and distributing it and stuff. So just a lesson learned. If you enjoyed this video, you guys can subscribe to the YouTube and check out more fancy tidbits of SVS and things in our history. Bye.
I've been trying to reach new heights, yeah.